Hello, welcome. Today is November 4th, 2025, and I'm here to do our weekly check in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and all the angels, and highest and greatest good. I welcome messages of love and light to bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. Thank you. All right, guys. So Scorpio Moon was frustrated today because um, I couldn't get audio to work on my camera and my video for almost all day long. So um, I finally got it to work. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. All right, so for this week, I will just use my tarot visions, and also this is the Oracle of the Energies by Colette Baron Reed for spirit guided messages. So let's go ahead and get started. So, Spirit and Holy Angels, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to the divine counterpart? Let's see. How are they currently thinking of you? How are they feeling? What do they want? And what is the outcome? Okay, so we have here judgment, and it actually came in reverse. So, what I'm seeing is that, they could be going through some sort of karmic situation. Again, this is like a repeat of what I've been seeing with the majority of these twins. There's still a karmic lesson that they need to learn from the karmic, of course, around Mercury retrograde. Okay. Um, so they've accepted that they either let go of the feminine or they need to let go of the karmic, okay, and heal. Like they're coming to terms or acceptance with what is. The problem is that they need help, okay? Their situation is crap. So I know everyone's situation is going to be different, but from what I'm seeing here on a collective level, it's not the prettiest, okay? Your person is struggling, possibly on a day-to-day basis about stuff that they need to do, maybe situations that's currently happening in their life. They're struggling on the inside, and it could very well show up on the outside. So I see here the lovers. Yeah, I see that. Okay, so the masculine here is having a tower moment about their divine counterpart. They really see that you are this feminine energy, okay, this empress, someone that they want to give their love, their feelings, their time. And here we are with the emperor. This is divine masculine. However, as much as they want to give into the situation to the feminine, they realize that they can't. Okay, I don't know how else to put this. It's pretty clear and cutthroat. So either they're still attached to a karmic situation, okay? It's like having their cake and eat it too. They want to like cater to the feminine or be with the feminine. However, they still have to deal with the karmic in some sort of way. Is the masculine enjoying life right now? Heck no. Okay. They're having a very difficult time from what I can see, and they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken because they're not happy. They want to talk, they want to contact you. Maybe they don't have the words to call and tell you how their life is. Okay. They know that they want something brand new, they want to change. However, they're feeling like the victim. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This I don't know what kind of karma this is, okay? And it seems like a hamster wheel. It seems like a repeat theme over and over and over again. And I'm going to just have to give it to you guys straight. In order to get out of this hamster wheel, you have to let go. You have to completely detach. Because if you love them, you would set them free. And if it's meant to be, they will come back, okay? I know, like reading's over. I know. I don't know. Maybe I'm having a moment today, guys, because of my frustration with the camera equipment. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been doing these readings for years now, and the ones who have evolved, the ones who have overcome this attachment of being with the divine masculine are still stuck in this hamster wheel. Okay. The ones who have accepted that um, the situation won't change, you wish them well. Yes, it hurts. But you've decided to move past the wheel, right? Like get off the wheel and start moving forward. That is when the change happens. Okay. You won't see any change year after year if you're still holding on to the same story. So there has to be an energetic break or an energetic shift for revelations or realizations to occur, especially with the masculine. Because if the masculine is still stuck in a situation between you and the karmic, and they're still choosing the karmic over the feminine, then feminine, okay, like I really feel as if, this is a hard reading. I know, especially if you love your person. But if you set yourself free from this attachment, from this counterpart who you really love, that is love. You love them. You set them free because you do love them. And if there is a will, there will be a way, and you just have to trust, no matter if it's going to take a week, a year, maybe a whole decade, whatever that thing is, okay? Everyone's karma and a situation is different. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee for them to come back, okay? Because if you do let them go, perhaps there is someone else that is better aligned with your needs in the present moment, you know? That's why, I'm seeing here that they're let down. There's a delay. They're not feeling very good to approach the feminine. Maybe it's because they're telling the same story over and over again, you know? And it's really up to the divine masculine to break free from that same story. And also the story that you also have on your side, feminine. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else. All right. So in the headspace, masculine knows that they've been arrogant. Okay. They could be a bit standoffish. Um, maybe a little bit jealous, maybe like just acting out. Why? Because of the Queen of Wands in reverse, who is in a confrontation with the masculine, saying that they're a cheater, a liar, things like that. So things are heated up between the karmic and the masculine. Okay. We also have here the King of Cups. They're just not in this lovey dovey mood this week, guys. Okay. It is crap. Like if you're not really talking to your person, or let's say that you are talking to them on a very minimalistic way, that's okay, because this week the focus is on the karmic. Okay, I'm definitely seeing karmic energy come through in this channeling. So I feel as if spirit wants the feminines to know what the heck is going on with the masculines, and the focus is really on the karmic. Okay, so if you haven't heard from them, if they left you kind of high and dry, um, things are not smooth sailing in that department. Okay, so how do they feel? They don't know what to do. They're playing it safe. Now, this is typical masculine energy who is not completely secure or grounded within themselves. Okay. So, this is the type of masculine we've been dealing with, maybe from day one, where, they know that, their heart isn't 100% with the karmic. They can't really say it's 100% with the feminine, but the feminine is the catalyst for the masculines to change in some way. But the problem with the masculine is that they don't go through it 100%. They're afraid of letting go completely. But I see that we have here the 9 of Pentacles. They want to be independent. They want to like feel completely secure on their own. However, um that's a lie. They're afraid. This masculine is afraid to go solo. Why? Because they're stuck in the story of living a certain life, being with the karmic in some sort of way. That is what they know in their 3D life. So the other thing that I'm also hearing is that this masculine lacks the spiritual connection they have with their higher self in order to make uh, a good decision based on their soul level. Is whatever that they're doing in the present moment aligned with their highest form of themselves? I can tell you, no, it's not. They're still stuck in the 3D. So, what does this masculine want? They want to break up. They want to detach. Whether, this is with you, feminine, or with the karmic, who knows? Like they don't need to be with the karmic anyways, because yeah, they just don't know what they want, guys. Okay, like I'm being very serious. Like, I don't know what's up with this retrograde. But they are really conflicted. They don't know what to do. They want to either get a divorce or break up, whatever the thing is, whether that's for the benefit of the feminine or also, the benefit of the karmic. Who knows? It could be like breaking up with everyone on both sides, especially with this masculine. It's because, they have a lot of stress. And when you're stressed and you're making decisions because your body can't handle it, is it the best decision for this particular masculine? Honestly, they just need a time out. So, in the outcome, again, being an arrogant ass, okay, just being rude, it could be a B, whoever your person is, okay. They're just not putting any effort, guys, okay. They're not putting any effort towards union, you know. So far, from what I'm being shown, is that everything looks good in the mind. Everything looks good, like, I don't know, like a fairy tale. But is this the reality that masculine is pursuing? No, because whatever that's going on in their physical life is really affecting what their vision is. Okay, so the vision is nice, but it's not enough for this masculine to maintain that vision, if you get what I mean. Because, like, whatever that's going on in the physical world is making it so much harder for this masculine to get off that wheel. That's why, feminines, if you're in this awareness and you know that you're running the wheel, somebody has to get off. Okay. And most times it's the feminine who goes first. They get off the wheel. They either sit on the side, wait for the masculine. They're not coming off the wheel. Or are you going to sit there and wait forever, feminine? Maybe it's time to just walk the path, and sometimes it's alone. And I know how scary that can be, but that's what I'm seeing, guys. I don't know, I'm getting hard truths for this week. So masculine is really blocked up in their headspace. Okay, they're feeling alone when it comes to this connection that they have with you, feminine. They don't know if you want them. I don't know. This is like limiting beliefs, not feeling appreciated, like feeling like they're not good enough. They could be projecting this onto you, feminine. Like, feminines, maybe you feel like you're not good enough for them, but really it's a reflection of themselves. Like they're not really good enough, but, they could be treating you in that way, and that's not fair. But there's this whole fairy tale, like dreamy like state, but they can't see it. They are really blocked up, guys. I don't know what to say. So, like after, let's say Halloween, some people celebrate it, some people don't. But I really feel like it's a good way of manipulating people because that's when the veil is thin, and that is where the manipulation can take place, based on beliefs. And this masculine believes that they're blocked. Like they can't see. And if they're going to continue to say that story, like they can't see, they can't see how they can be with the feminine. Sorry, like, okay, well then feminine, you have your answer. Because if they can't like leave the karmic situation up to this point, then what's the point of hanging on? You still can love them. You can love them and walk away because deep down inside that you gave it all that you got, and still it was never enough. Not enough for this masculine. Because why? They're feeling lack inside. And it's not up to the feminine to nurture this particular masculine to get them to where they need to be, especially if you've been that person this whole time. That's what I have, guys. Interesting. So let's go ahead and see what is the guidance. What is the guidance? Okay, one fell out and flew out of the deck. Fell on the floor too. Okay, it says endless possibilities. It's a number 11. It's a number 38. Let's see. See, nothing is permanent. It says unlimited potential, moving beyond limiting beliefs or the filter of an unhealed past, using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. And this is exactly what I'm saying. So, like, if masculines have a story that, they're having a limiting belief because of their past situation, it's hard for them to heal the past, then they just need to be aware. Okay, if they have true awareness, then that's half the battle. So it says you look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation and finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious and otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. And that is where the masculine is at. They don't know what is in front of them, guys. Even if you stuck your foot out, Even if you just looked at them in the eyes, they can't see. They're fucking blind, okay? So it says, today ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potential outcomes to allowing your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than what meets the eye? And are you willing to act on that knowledge? As you believe, so will it be for you. As your energy will attract its match to the outer world. So it's very important to watch your energy, guys. You know, like even with Scorpio Moon being in a negative funk, I know damn well that I need to change my vibration. And yes, for me, it takes meditation, it takes awareness, it takes a lot of thought. So sometimes, when you fall like into the pattern of your feelings, you have to stop and think, like where did these feelings come from? And how can you change how you feel? Is it something that you can help? Because you yourself can only do that, not someone else, unless someone else is there to coddle you and give you sweet nothings, which isn't like the case all the time, especially, if this is the masculine that is coming through, they're only thinking about themselves. They're not really thinking about the feminine. So in other words, they're actually being selfish is what I'm seeing. So either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you, wow, what in the heck? Like the light came off. See, guys, like, I don't know. This retrograde energy is effed up. Like, video equipment, it stopped working. The light stopped working. I don't know. Anyways, maybe spirit is with me and they had to dim the light, right? It says everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater vision of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty and experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past a line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and towards what will be. The more you and more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? Treasure what is yours. You need to just believe it. So, if you believe that this person is the one, I really feel like the best thing is to walk away. Okay, get off the hamster wheel, move forward, because if they see you're not on the wheel anymore and they're stuck on that wheel, then something is going to change. They're like, wait, wait, feminine, like, let me get off the wheel. Or they're going to keep walking the wheel, and it might take them a while for them to realize that they're all alone on the wheel. Or maybe they need to step on the wheel, okay, because they need time. And that could be a thing. So that's what I have, guys. I really hope that that was helpful. Let me know. Just know that there's endless possibilities. Okay, nothing is permanent. Nothing is completely fixed. Things always have change. Now, the timing of everyone is going to be different, but at least what I'm seeing here, I see it very clearly that the masculines, they need time to really reflect on who they are, what they want, where they want to go. Are they going to choose one path, or are they going to choose another? Okay. And then if they're choosing, are they choosing themselves? That's the most important one of all. Because in order to come into true union, you have to choose yourself first. You have to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. Because if you don't know the true meaning of self-love, then how could you love someone else? How could you skip you and then like love someone else? there's still like some level of attachment in that regard. When you completely detach because you understand unconditional love, that is what needs to happen. Okay, guys. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know. Thank you all for watching. And again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. You can also find me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. I hope y'all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.